All right, thank you, Dave. Well, Malley's Chocolates is bringing back its beloved summer reading program. This candy-coated challenge was a hit last year, and Malley's is thrilled to be bringing it back and help kids to keep reading over summer break. Joining me in studio this morning, Malley's owner, Michael Malley. Thank you for stopping by.
With pleasure.
With pleasure, and he comes bearing a slew of gifts.
That's why you have us.
That's why we have you. Talk about this program. It's really neat.
Yeah, the summer reading program, we initiated it last summer too. I think a great success. We have these, what we call our playing card, but we distributed 5,000 of these last year. And what it is, folks come in and they get a card, and as the child reads, because we all know the kids have to read throughout the summer, or they should be.
Yes, or they get bored and it gives them something to do.
Keep pumping those neurons. And so the idea is that as you read, and it's on the honor system, mom or dad can check off along the way on the game board. And when you get halfway through, you can come in and redeem for a candy bar of your choosing, whether it's pretzel crunch or whatever flavor you like. And then when you complete it, you're eligible for a free sundae at one of our ice cream parlors.
Okay.
But the big thing, the coup de grace, is you get your name thrown in for a drawing, and the grand prize winner gets a tour of Malley's Chocolates Factory.
Amazing.
So you get to be like Willy Wonka for a day. And but it's a lot of fun. And yeah, what else can I tell you? So, yeah, so last year we distributed 5,000 cards. This year we've printed 8,000.
Okay.
And Laura Schlachter, our marketing manager, has told me that we've already probably given out maybe half. The stores are already asking for some more cards.
Okay.
And last year we had 1,500 folks redeem them halfway through. And I think we had 800 folks actually finish.
Okay.
So it was a lot of fun.
So just talk about your hopes with this program. I mean, a lot of kids might get bored over the summer. We're a few weeks in. I know my nephew's already saying he's bored. Talk about why you guys are bringing it back.
Well, we want to support, literacy in the community. I think it's not only myself, but our company feels it's one of our sort of giving back to the community, supporting the community. There's 250 public libraries throughout the state of Ohio, and we just recently learned that there's all kinds of budget cuts coming, and the libraries are under some pressure. So I think it's a good way for us to support the mission of reading, literacy. And it's a small way to do it. I was mentioning to somebody the other day, Parker Hannafin's doing a big job where they gave, I think, $100,000 in a grant to Cleveland Public Libraries to help with their youth literacy program. I think the Mandel Foundation is doing something with the Glenville Library System with their digital learning program. So, Malley's is doing their small thing. We have 18 stores throughout Cleveland, so we feel we can touch a lot of different pockets of the community. And, I was talking to my niece over the weekend, and I said, so what are you reading this summer? And she has a book, and she has to do a book report and a whole thing by the end of the summer.
Well, you better have some chocolate bars ready for her, because she's going to hit all these goals. So let's talk about the prizes.
The prizes.
Yes.
Well, the prizes, like I had mentioned, are you can win a candy bar. Halfway through the program, you get a candy bar.
It's enough for me to read a book.
Thank you. And, and then at the end of it, you're eligible for a sundae.
Yes.
And for the month of June, we kicked off our Bookworm Sundae, which we could whip one up if you'd like.
I think we should.
So that'll be a fun treat for folks.
I think we should whip one up right now while you talk about some of the stops they can make when they go into the libraries or when they go into the shops. Talk about the book reading program there.
The book reading program there is, I have to have an apron on if I'm going to make a sundae. I mean, that's just the way you do it.
Yes, as you should.
I'm hearkening back to my old soda jerk days. So,
all right, we have 1 minute. We need to get the sundae making.
All right. Real quick here. So let's see what we can get here. I should make you scoop.
You lead the way. Should I scoop? Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
You might. Yeah, you could. I don't know. I don't know what your talents are there. All right, so we're going to start with some real whipped cream.
A heaping.
Yes, and we're going to do a big scoop of chocolate. Look at that. Perfect temperature of that.
Comes right out the tub.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to put a nice little dollop there. I know quickly we're running out of time, and we're going to do some brownie bites. Normally I'd have my gloves on.
That's okay.
We'll
That's okay. No germs. I watched him wash his hands, I think.
Yeah. And then we come with the bookworm. We got to put a few worms on there. And then we top it all up with our famous hot fudge. And I know we tried to get it nice to the right temperature.
Oh, yeah. No, it's coming right out. Amazing.
And this will blow your face off, so there you go. So here's your sundae.
Yes, it's super healthy too.
Yes, of course. It's energy food.
The summer reading program, tell me when it starts again.
It's already started.
Okay.
And then starting actually today, we're actually going to be doing readings at 6 of our 18 stores.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing book readings at the stores. Go to Malley's Facebook page to learn more about where they're going to be at. And some of the stores have already collaborated with some of the local libraries and some of the librarians to come in and do some reading.
Awesome.
So it'll be very fun.
Awesome, very fun. Everyone, you heard that. Mike Malley with Malley's Chocolates joining us live in studio for their summer reading program. So if you have a bored child at home, tell them to pick up a book because they can get a
Yes,
chocolate
and a book.
bar.
We didn't even mention
Or
the books.
sundae.
We've got some great chocolate-themed books.
We'll have more on it on
Yes,
our website.
my favorite is Curious George Goes to the Chocolate Factory.
Perfect. Matt, when I am eating ice cream, I feel like it's warm outside, so tell me you have a good forecast for us.